it was Deadpool right away. Game recognizes game.
Do I eat?
Tougher than a lion, ain't no need in trying. I live with a sky in. I'm so hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so hard. So hard. Yeah, you know this.
Broke into the wrong house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so hard.
Alright guys, so I did go check out I wouldn't say a advanced screening, but rather just a day early screening of the brand new movie, Breaking In. This wasn't a free screening like I usually go to sometimes. There were certain Cinemark theaters that were holding a special screening to see this movie Wednesday night. It's Thursday today, so technically the movie opens in theaters today with those Thursday night showings. And the reason why I kind of wanted to get this one out of the way so I could go see that new Melissa McCarthy movie over the weekend, so I could just have the whole weekend to myself. I know in the last video I told you that I got this really cool Infinity War poster at Cinemark. I actually got another one, a different print. It's this really cool purplish Avengers Infinity War poster. I just wanted to say I love Cinemark for this. I got both posters now, so I'm really excited about that. So in the new movie Breaking In, we have a mother who's played by Gabrielle Union, who takes both her son and her daughter over to her late father's modern house, who recently passed away, so they're gonna go to the house and kind of sell it away, of course, and four men decide to actually break into that same exact house to steal a safe full of money, which contains about a few $1,000,000. And of course, this puts Gabrielle Union and her kids in danger. So of course, basically the whole movie is kind of like Taken, but you just add the burglars breaking into the house and you got your movie. Breaking In was not a movie that I was looking forward to. I did not like the trailers. I thought they were poorly edited and they were actually just bad in general. But you know me, I actually do like giving things chances, no matter how bad they may look like. And I'm actually kind of glad I gave Breaking In a chance, because it's not really the movie that I expected it to be. This is not the poorly made action thriller movie that I would expect to see on TV like I expected from this movie. It's more of the feminine version of both Taken and early last year's Sleepless, which is that Jamie Foxx movie that you guys probably don't remember by now, but I thought both those movies I personally enjoyed. And this movie is similar to those movies, except you just replace the male lead with a female lead. Breaking In by any means is nothing great or nothing that the critics will really love, but it's more of a crowd pleaser. The audience I saw this movie with, I know that just about everyone in that theater really liked this movie. And the audience, as far as the audience goes, they had some pretty good reactions to this movie. And they all had a blast with this movie, and including myself, I also personally had a lot of fun watching this movie. Gabrielle Union herself was actually surprisingly pretty good in this movie. She wasn't as dramatic as I thought she was going to be, and she's very believable in this role. She's just a mother trying to keep her family safe, and all that is being showcased thanks to her actually pretty good performance in this movie. I also thought that she was actually pretty good in these action scenes that she has, where she has to take on some of the burglars in the house, like she has to fight them very violently, surprisingly. I can't believe that this movie got passed with a PG-13 rating. I think that, from what I saw, this movie should have been rated R, because this movie is surprisingly violent, a lot due to the violence that the main character has against these characters. And I thought there were, the action scenes in this movie I actually thought were quite well made. I thought that both actors that both played her son and her daughter in this movie were actually also pretty good, and I just like Gabrielle Union in her leading role, I also believed these guys, this daughter and the son that were just trying to kind of stay out of trouble. I really liked them in this movie. And also these actors who played the guys who broke in, I never heard of any of these actors actually, but I thought they were fine in this movie. I felt like their characters felt like your standard movie burglars that just decide to break in almost for no reason. I mean, I can't remember there being a moment in this movie where they take time to explain why specifically that house they're breaking into. I know the house that they break into has a lot of money, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other houses. Like, there's never a solid reason to why it has to be that house. This movie also does seem to fall in the category of being a bit predictable at times. Like, I basically kind of knew how this movie would end like, and it didn't like that. But also, I also thought that the writing in this movie was actually surprisingly okay. The writing was, there were times where I thought that they could did better with the writing, but for the type of quality movie that it is, the writing was actually fine. Like, I did see some thought and effort go into some of these scenes. This movie clocks in just under 90 minutes. This movie is 88 minutes, an hour and 28 minutes long, and I thought that was the perfect timing for this movie. This movie didn't need to be longer, and I'm pretty glad that this movie is this short, because truly for the type of concept that this movie has, it definitely does deserve that smaller runtime. Breaking In is somewhat suspenseful, but I do feel like it's more of a female cookie cutter of an action thriller movie, but at the same time, it does have its redeeming qualities. And I thought that this movie was actually a lot of fun to watch. I had a good time with this movie. Even though it's not a perfect movie, I had a really good time with this movie. I think that this is a movie that you could, I mean, it's up to you. You could wait to rent this movie on Redbox or on Netflix, or you could go out to the theater and see this on a matinee. You know, I'm going to give Breaking In a C+. So yeah, guys, that's what I thought about Breaking In. Surprisingly decent movie. I thought this movie was going to be terrible, but I like to be proven wrong, and Breaking In was definitely a movie that I proved wrong, and it's a guilty pleasure, I guess you could say. Anyways, if you guys plan to see this movie, or if you guys seen this movie already, tell me what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. I'm about to head back to the theater to go see that new Melissa McCarthy movie, so that's going to be my next review. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.